Hey, how's it going, everybody? Charlie Wilson here, aka Sinister Charlie. Welcome back. New place. It might sound a little echoey right now, but yeah, I just moved in yesterday. We'll get the green screen up eventually. I was just trying to, do something real quick. Not sure how this is going to look or sound, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, so we got some more Gigguk. Yeah, we always do the Gigguk. So he's got good insights on anime. So yeah, I trust his opinion. When anime goes horribly wrong, yeah, let's get into it. Skibbly goop.
But really, how do I deal with this? Use the Jigen Ryu Kendo technique.
What is the worst anime ever made?
Now,
some of you newer
I
fans
guess you're
may
going to
scroll
tell
down
me.
to the lowest rated anime on my anime list and point out some shows that have gone down in infamy that have been clowned on by the entire anime community, like Mars of Destruction,
Never
or
heard of it.
Scale to Heaven, or
Never heard of it.
Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh.
But go further back, and a handful of
I've
you
heard
may
of it.
remember that years ago, one anime rose up the ranks to gain an almost legendary status, like the planets had aligned in all the wrong ways to create a stinker so bad, so foul. Christopher Nolan's about to make a 3-hour biopic on how bad this bombed. Fuck, I say that. This was a car crash that derailed a train that smashed
Yeah, I've never
into a
heard of this,
nuclear
so-
power plant that caused a fallout that could rival Chernobyl. This garnered the reputation of being the worst
Is that how they say it in the UK? I know he lives in Japan, but Chernobyl. I would just say Chernobyl. But,
anime ever made. A show so bad it looped around to become a masterpiece. So in the current generation of Twitter people calling Demon Slayer mid or threatening to commit acts of violence over a single frame of dodgy looking CG in Attack on Titan, I thought it was time I experienced the show myself so we can all be reminded just how bad can be. This is the legend of Gazi's Wing.
I've never heard of it, but it looks pretty bad.
Ow! Grandma, why did you make hot noodles on such a hot day?
Okay. I don't. I've heard worse voice acting before. Yeah, but the animation, depending on when it's made, this looks like either late '90s or late '80s to mid '90s kind of animation. So,
But before we get into this forgotten
Which-
masterpiece of a
sorry to keep pausing it, but Berserk was late '90s, and that still had pretty bad animation, but still a good. It's still fun to watch.
thinker, a word from our sponsor.
Reverse
No,
1999. Reverse 1999 is a 20th century strategic RPG developed by Blue Hawk Games, set to launch on mobile and PC platforms on October 26th. Pre-register now to get your free 5
No
backwards
offense,
during a
gonna-
catastrophic phenomenon
I'll get
known
to his
as the
promo
Storm.
code,
As
but-
the timekeeper named Vertin is slimy stuff. Sounds pretty epic, right? Well, Blue Hawk Games have managed to give such a large story spanning centuries in Reverse 1999
Okay.
on all their social channels while you're down there. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I'll put his. I'm guessing the promo code or whatever is in the description of his video. I'll put the description below, or the video.
Much to
below.
Reverse 1999 for sponsoring us today. And with that said, back to
Gazi's Wing.
Here are your shoes, sir.
Thank you.
Gazi's Wing is a 3-episode OVA from 1996, but to garner such a
Okay, same
reputation
time
like
range
the worst anime ever made,
as Berserk.
the show must have done something pretty bad to leave such a deep impression on so many people. What atrocities lie in this anime? What sin must this show have committed to build such a
Oh,
I can never escape, can I?
Wow.
The story follows our protagonist, a
This is
Japanese
before
man going by the
Isekai
name
was
of
really
Chris, paving the way as the template for future Isekai protagonists. A guy of indomitable strength and power, a true main character forgotten in the annals of time. A man of true
Annals.
charisma and unmatched riz.
Hey, Chris.
Hi.
Someone preparing for an exam.
hi.
You certainly got sexy.
We join Chris as he's getting
Okay.
scolded by a female friend for
I would
some
watch
reason.
this.
But Chris has got no time for this because he's going home to
Yeah,
attend his
Chris.
class reunion pool party.
I will come back after I attend the class reunion pool party.
But on his way
Okay.
home, his necklace starts vibrating and has a strange reaction to a shrine before he is whisked away by a trans-dimensional space duck and... Wait, hold on a sec.
You heard.
Yeah, that's definitely a real sentence I just wrote down.
A trans
Who is
duck.
Chris? Why is this girl angry at him? Will he make it to the class reunion pool party? Why is there a trans-dimensional space duck? Does his helmet say anal? All questions the series is deemed irrelevant, as all this happens within the first 1 minute
I
and
would
30
wear the
seconds of runtime.
What? What is going on?
Some may call this bad writing and pacing, but clearly Gazi's Wing was truly ahead of its time, wasting no screen time in isekaiing its protagonist, thrusting him headfirst into a fantasy world, naked, in a violent battle where a group of rebels are revolting against their kingdom, at war against being slaves.
Don't get killed! You too!
Yes, this may be a forgotten show from 1996, but no matter what time period of history we're in, if there are 3 things that are certain in life, it's death, taxes,
And slavery.
isekai anime having slavery. But hold on, guys, because this time our protagonist is here to end slavery rather than partake in it. Because apparently he is meant to be a holy warrior, prophesized to turn the tides of war that the rebels immediately recognize.
Oh my gosh, that skill! Is he the holy warrior?
My God.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
that skill!
See, even though he's just an ordinary guy, Chris tries to live up to become the holy
Chris.
warrior they say
That's
he
our
is.
hero.
He may have unwillingly been put into a war he knew nothing about, but seeing this group of truly oppressed people, used and abused slaves, having to fight for dear life every day just to survive while torn away from their friends, families, and loved ones, Chris, being the good guy that he is, quickly empathizes with the struggles they are going through.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please stop crying, huh?
If you didn't fly out, I would still be in Kastanga Hill, playing with my friends and Grandma Moai.
I could also have attended my high school class reunion.
But like Batman and the Joker, Guts and Griffith, Good Food Takes and me, every good protagonist needs an equally great
Yeah, it's
antagonist.
comparable.
And luckily, Gazi's Wing provides just that, with the threatening, the intimidating, the sinister,
Hey, that's me.
man. A general seen here making his epic entrance, working with the king to prevent the rebellion. Did that horse just commit die? To prevent the rebellion and Chris from succeeding at all costs. And it's up to Chris to use his intelligence correctly, using his advanced knowledge from the modern world to outthink, outsmart his opponents, using the tools he has available in innovative ways to save the tribe from their fate thanks to his superior intellect.
Stop it! It will blow up!
Don't bother me.
What?
Oh, are you covering that in Gata powder?
Why, yes, I'm trying to. Doesn't work.
So hey, this looks like a simple isekai where a normal guy gets transported to another world, becomes some legendary hero, saves the world. I've seen this before, nothing new here. Wrong. Because the thing is, when the trans-dimensional space duck transported him over, it also
Trans-duck.
left a copy of his real body in his original world. And thanks to his necklace having some kind of telepathic link, so waking up with an aching body and bruises everywhere, Chris has a hard job explaining to
okay, he
himself
goes.
I was bruised all over my body because I had to fight naked.
exactly what kind of situation he's in right now.
There is a war going on. Even dinosaurs are here. And they use bows and arrows. My sword is unbelievably dull.
Fucking Chris,
What
man.
is
You're gonna
this?
kill yourself and me. Many credit the popularization
God.
of the modern isekai genre to Sword Art Online with the gimmick of being stuck in a game where if you die in the game, you die in real life. But now I can see that Gazi's Wing was actually the true progenitor of this,
Yeah.
as the characters themselves realize
Give
just
credit
how
where
high the
credit's due.
stakes are.
But I think we are still one person. We die together? Probably. No,
Probably.
it can't be true. I'm not joking.
And the worst thing about this is that this is unironically an interesting concept. Having an alter
I
ego
guess.
stuck in both the fantasy world and the real world where they can communicate with each other is a concept I haven't seen any modern isekai tackle. Don't quote me on that, there's probably an isekai.
There
I'm forgetting.
probably is,
And since
dude.
they both share damage and fatigue, that means the stakes are real. Real world Chris might not be fighting any battles, but he could still die at any time. Since the Chris in the real world is stuck on the sidelines, he has the opportunity to provide something even more valuable than manpower.
Vibrating
Knowledge. He
beads.
could go to the library, studying modern battle tactics, medicine, getting the basic blueprints of the steam engine and other technologies that don't exist yet in the world. Anything to put the odds in his favor so that both of them may
What a
come out
cheater.
alive. So, what does he decide to do?
I'm going to the class reunion at the community pool. I think it will be good for my present mental condition.
Oh, he did it! The world is saved! He got to the pool party!
Well, thank God for
Oh,
that.
we're in the end game now, lads!
Remember, kids, if you're ever having trouble figuring out how to prioritize the right things in life, take a page out of Chris's book. From
Okay.
least to most important,
Go
we
to
have
pool party.
Eating, not dying, ending slavery, class reunion pool party.
Mhm.
Are
Of
you
course.
in danger now? Chris! I have no choice but to see my friend.
Now, I've been hearing some slanderous claims that the English dub voice acting is some of the worst that's ever been heard.
I've heard.
I
No, I've heard way worse, and I'm. No, I must have heard way worse. There has to be.
What are Domon and the other people doing?
They're the Suicide Squad!
Sure, everyone may speak like they sound like they forgot they have caps lock on, word emphasis all over the place, but are you telling me a bad dub can have voice actors that can deliver the line
Yamato Takeru no Mikoto.
so perfectly every
Word.
single time?
僕が今から言う文章を復唱しろ。斜め77度の並びで
にゃにゃめにゃにゃじゅうにゃにゃどのにゃらびで
Yamato Takeru no Mikoto.
A name so powerful it can invoke enough different emotions from our protagonist to rival any Oscar-worthy performance. Confusion,
Yamato Takeru no Mikoto. What?
desperation,
Why can't you do something for us, Mr. Yamato Takeru no Mikoto?
despair.
Still, I've heard worse.
Yamato Takeru no Mikoto!
What is this legendary Yamato Takeru no Mikoto? Well, it's something relevant to the plot. I don't know. They never explain why I keep saying it.
That makes sense.
And honestly,
I don't think it
how
matters.
else is such Shakespearean level writing meant to be delivered? Like the line,
He's just a human. Humans are just human.
humans are just
That,
human.
you know what?
Could this be referring to mankind's struggle against themselves? That no
Humans
matter how much we struggle
just
or
humans.
fight against it, there is no going against our own nature. Clearly, this line was so influential, it laid the
me?
foundation for the
No,
Shiro Emiya School of Philosophy.
It's what we call a drug in my world.
If you taste it or smoke it, you get happy and do crazy things.
She definitely hits the blood. Look.
How would they not know what drugs are? See, the one thing I don't know. She's not wrong.
She's ready to smoke a fat one right
Ooh.
now.
Not also forgetting that one very important aspect when it comes to anime is appeal. In order to be successful, you can increase your chances by appealing to as wide of an audience as you can, no matter the age range. And Gazi's Wing did something truly revolutionary by
It
speaking in a
did.
language that could be understood by toddlers who have yet to achieve object permanence.
It is most effective to place a Duraga roll at Gabujuju.
Gabujuju.
Ragaro, we are entering Gabujuju.
Is that Gelgagaji?
You may be looking at clips of this and thinking, Gigguk, this is an old anime. Why would I want to go
Well-
back and watch something that looks so old?
I don't know. Berserk. Honestly, Berserk had kind of the same animation style, except for the last couple episodes. That's where the budget went. But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
And, you know, I understand the sentiment. As the anime industry evolves, you get to see the average quality of animation improving. With new tools, new talent, in general, anime has never looked better. But even with all these developments, there are still many that argue that hand-drawn cell animation can look just as good. And after seeing Gazi's Wing, I'm inclined to agree. Sure, we may have our Demon Slayers or Chainsaw Mans now, but what I didn't realize is
Still
that
haven't finished
action
Chainsaw Man.
animation may have already
Need to do
peaked
that.
30 years ago. This is the bar modern animators have been chasing all along.
Yep,
Now, you
nice.
may be wondering what kind of person would be behind such a project. Perhaps some random nobody that never worked on anime.
I'm trying to figure out who it would be. I only know a few creators, Kentaro Miura and Akira Toriyama, Miyazaki. I don't know.
Again, someone who had no knowledge of the industry. Close, because this was actually the brainchild of Yoshiyuki Tomino, the
I
mastermind
don't know.
behind such other anime projects like Mobile Suit
Oh
Gundam.
well. Well, they can't all be gems, I guess.
I must somehow make sense of our convoluted situation.
Yeah.
Gazi's Wing is in
I'm
short
with you, buddy.
a masterpiece of garbage. There may be anime that are worse looking, there may be anime that are technically lower rated, but no other show has quite come together in the completely wrong ways to result in such an entertainingly horrible product. We've had some horrible stinkers
yeah.
in the modern day, but time won't forget the mythical adventures of Japanese man Chris and the
Chris.
legend that is Gazi's Wing. Whatever the hell Gazi's Wing was. I don't know if that was ever.
I don't know, dude.
Was that ever explained? What the fuck was half the plot of the show in the end?
I want to watch it now, though.
Am I even saying that correctly? Was that ever explained? Will they ever gonna explain it?
Nope. Fall on discovered headed way to business, but you know, oh, okay, we're doing this. This is well, that's nice. Pool parties. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Nice little outro there. All right, good job, Gigguk. Another golden review. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. It was. I mean, I've heard worse voice acting, but trying to think of what that would be. But yeah, and, thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe down below. Still trying to get everything situated. There'll be a green screen eventually. Hopefully, I'll get the lighting down. That shadow's bothering me. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye.